The area is beautiful and the people are beautiful.
It's a wonderful place to live, it really is. We have our problems like every other area, but they're minimal compared to some, okay? And people look out for you.
It's always been a friendly little town where you knew just about everybody. You would do anything to help your neighbor.
Like for instance, our barn, our neighbors helped us build our barn.
That's the way we are here.
It's been a wonderful place to live, but it had been sad to see the poor economic conditions for most of the folks who had to earn a living here. The arrival of the natural gas industry has dramatically changed that.
They started drilling about 3 years ago, and it really wasn't too much at the time. They started a few wells going.
There is one well site just about a quarter of a mile to the south of us, and there is a well site about 3/4 of a mile to the east of us. These are horizontal well sites, so there's more than one well actually drilled from the single location. We don't hear, smell anything from these sites. Now, there was activity and noise during the actual drilling process, and it was very interesting to watch that entire operation take place.
We used to get a lot of people come down on 29 and slow down their cars and look and everything else, and people wanted to go out there and see what was going on. More gas companies came in and started drilling, and it really did get busy. It kind of finished up here, and everything seemed to be fine, and they were drilling in other areas and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, we started getting rumors about some of the wells over in a particular area that the water had been contaminated. That's how it started.
The lawsuit alleges not only methane, but various chemicals being present in the water, most of which are materials that are unfortunately commonly present in water in northeastern Pennsylvania with or without drilling.
There have been problems with water ever since I've lived here. My grandfather drilled a well in 1945 and it had methane in it at that point.
You'd hit methane a lot of time drilling wells. So it's been here. People's been lighting the creek down there at Carter Road for years.
There's an area above Montrose that's called Salt Springs. Guess what? The water bubbles. It's methane. That's why the gas company is here, because the methane is here. I get really irritated when people say this is a mini Chernobyl or something like that. It is not.
We haven't experienced any change at all to our water quality, and that's confirmed by testing of the water.
And we had our water checked, what, about December, January? And everything came back fine. And which I knew was going on with the horses, and they never backed off from drinking water, and they drink a lot of water.
The vast majority of people that live here do not have a problem. They drink their water. Other people drink their water. I drink my water every day. I'm still here.
The effort by the mayor of Binghamton and by various environmental groups to use the Carter Road situation as a publicity stunt was extremely offensive. The water testing had shown that the water available to those residents met drinking water standards. The only purpose in providing trucked-in water was to get media attention, to continue the drumbeat that has been going on for years, the false drumbeat, that there is a water quality problem here.
I don't know what they have to hear before they realize that their water is okay. I mean, you had the Cabot test, you had the state test, and now you have the federal test. I mean, who has to come in there and tell them, hey, it's okay, you can drink it? Of course, I feel that the lawsuit that they have against Cabot has a lot to do with it. Because if their water is good, it's not much of a lawsuit, is it?
And it's very irritating because we have a wonderful community with remarkably sound water that is portrayed in the nation as some sort of a freak show. It's ridiculous.
My brother, I talk to usually about once a week. He would call me and tell me, it's a 2-page article out in California. 2 pages, you know, and it just got to be, we kind of got tired of that. And it seemed like you were just always defending it, you know. And you try to tell people, look, it's not Dimock. It's a very small area in Dimock, and it's very few people in Dimock that are claiming, you know, making all these accusations and whatnot.
I really resent what these news media has done. You know, there's two sides to every story. They used one side and made us villains. And we never did anything to hurt anybody. And they've ruined the reputation of this township, let alone the county. Because when you go out to eat or something, somebody's from out of the area, oh, your water's all ruined. You know, your whole place is a disaster.
Oh.
No. But they think the whole township is that way.
I don't think they're portraying all the good things. I think they're only portraying the bad things. Obviously, that makes news.
Our nephews who live in Chicago kind of laugh at it because they know everything is fine here. But, you know, they know, and they tell people, you know, how it is, but who's going to believe them compared to the TV?
Dimock residents got together to form a group because each of us knew a little part of the story, so we thought it would be good for us to get together and talk about what it is that's really happening here and try to repair the damage that's been done to our town.
Dimock Proud, I think they're doing an excellent job trying to tell people that Dimock is not a jug of, you know, dirty water, and that it's a wonderful place to be. They came up with their website. They're out really telling people what it's all about. And I hope that they remain strong. But I think their main purpose was to tell people about how safe the water is. Now I'm hoping that with this EPA results, that maybe that's going to be all put to rest.
I think gas is definitely a good alternative to foreign oil, and you can do just about anything you want to do with it. You can power cars, you can run generating plants, and you can heat any building that you want to heat. So it is the way to go.
There is nothing here before the gas companies. All the jobs that you see here, almost all the jobs, are related to the gas industry.
I personally know quite a few people that have gotten jobs with the gas companies. They're doing very well for themselves, and I think as far as that goes, it's really been a big boost for the area.
We still like it here, especially the people. We have made so many friends here, unlike when we lived in New York State. You know, they'll invite you to family functions, and it's just a very friendly atmosphere.
The existence of these natural gas resources and the ability to harvest them gives us the opportunity to rid ourselves of reliance on foreign oil. And it's actually an absolute no-brainer for us to want to proceed with the development of those resources for the sake of the continuation of our society and the future generations. We can't continue to spend our children and grandchildren's wealth buying foreign oil.